All right.
Hello, everyone. Welcome back to a new episode of the Why I Radio podcast.
My name is Matthew Evans.
In today's show, it's gonna be about the National Federation of the Blind. We're gonna talk about what that organization is, what their philosophy is, and what improvements they've made for blind people, and what still has more to come. And also, we're gonna play some good songs about blindness. We're gonna play
All right.
some music that has blindness related lyrics in it. The National Federation of the Blind always says, live the life you want. But let's get started with a song. We're gonna play some James Brown. We're gonna play some James Brown with Live the Life You Want. Right,
Live the life you want, nobody can stop you. Shoot for the sun and break on through. So you're blind, you'll be fine, we got good news. You can live the life you want, yes, we know the truth. Grab a cane, get trained, gotta get moving. Make a change on a wage, that's what we're doing. Come with me, yeah. And live the life you want, nobody can stop you. Shoot for the sun and break on through. So you're blind, you'll be fine, we got good news. You can live the life you want, yes, we know the truth. Me and a bee, let's dream together. And a bee, you and me, lives on forever. You will see, yeah. You can live the life you want, nobody can stop you. Shoot for the sun and break on through. So you're blind, you'll be fine, we got good news. Life you want, yes, we know the truth. You can live the life you want, yes, we know the truth. You know the truth.
live the life you want, by
All right. Pretty cool.
So, let's get started here. So, the National
All right.
Federation of the Blind is the largest blind organization in the country, consisting of over 300,000 blind people. And its mission is to provide equality and security for all blind Americans to participate in society and be just as equal. The philosophy here says, the National Federation of the Blind knows that blindness is not the characteristic that defines your future. Every day, we raise the expectations of blind people because low expectations create obstacles between blind people and our dreams. You can live the life you want. Blindness does not hold you back. So, what do you think of that philosophy?
I think it's great.
What do you think of that philosophy? What does that imply to you?
That everyone should be included, including blind people. That it shouldn't matter if you're blind or not.
No. Blindness, under legal terms, blindness is a disability, and I understand why. But overall, it's not. It's a characteristic.
That's right.
Is that how you see it?
Yes, I do. It's like being black or white.
It's, yeah. Because
It's not any different.
You can do anything you want to in life as a blind person. You may need to do things a little bit differently, but it doesn't matter. You can still do it, you know?
Oh yeah,
Yeah. Because,
absolutely.
tell me, how have you seen that throughout your life?
How do I see?
How have you seen that vision throughout your life of what I just talked about?
Well, I'm able to go to school. Well, if I want, I'm able to podcast, which I actually love doing.
Yeah, you love
one of-
podcast.
It's actually my calling now. I truly believe it's a calling that I have.
I don't know if it's my calling because we're not making any money on this podcast.
Well, it takes time, my friend. It just takes time. We got to keep on trucking.
Yeah. We need to get more listeners. You know?
That's what we're trying to do.
Yeah. And,
But we'll get there.
but yeah,
don't
you
worry,
can
we'll get there.
podcast. And have you ever been denied any services or been discriminated against?
Whenever I was young, my mom and I went to Austin to fight for me to be mainstream because they didn't want me to be. I mean, for some reason, they felt I should be in a resource class rather than a mainstream class.
Because you were blind. That was wrong.
Yeah, but other than that, I haven't really faced any major discrimination.
No, me, not really either. But of course, employment is still very high, which we'll talk about more a little bit later.
Right.
Let's play a speech from Mark Rubano at the National Convention. Every year, the National Convention takes place, and it has over 3,000 blind people in attendance. This past year, it was in Vegas, and this coming year, it's going to be in Houston, so I'm going to go to it. But let's listen to the speech.
My brothers and my sisters, we are the blind and we have bonded together. We have built a legacy of hope and determination. We work today with love and commitment, and we welcome tomorrow with faith and imagination. We have learned our value and we will not give it back. We have taught each other to explore the limits, and we have not found the boundaries. We have cultivated the power of collective action, and we will not release the bond of hope. Let us shine our value. Let us live the lives we want, and let us go build the National Federation of the Blind.
Wow. That was President Mark Riccobono at one of the banquet speeches. What did you think of that one?
Oh, it was really good.
Oh, yeah. It's really good. He sets high expectations. Well, let's get back to the music. We're going to play another song related to blindness. Braille is beautiful. Isn't Braille beautiful?
Oh yeah.
Let's do it.
Na 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 na. Na 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 na.
1, 2, 3.
Na 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 na. Na 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 na. Go on and live your life. Don't need a bit of
sight. In the end you'll find Braille is beautiful. Put your fingers on the page. Tell your friends it's all the rage. It's all gonna be okay. Yeah. Braille is beautiful. Na 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 na. Na 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 na. Braille is beautiful. Na 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 na. Na 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 na. Louis Braille was his name. Slate and stylus was his game. They tried to stop him, but we adopted the code that paved the way. Go on and live your life. Don't need a better sight. In the end you'll find, yeah, Braille is beautiful. Put your fingers on the page. Tell your friends it's all the rage. It's all gonna be okay. Braille is beautiful. Na 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 na. Na 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 na. Braille is beautiful. Na 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 na. Na 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 na. Go on and live your life. Don't need a better sight. In the end you'll find Braille is beautiful. Na 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 na. Na 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 na. Braille is beautiful. Na 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 na. Na 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 na. Braille is beautiful. Yeah, dude, Braille is beautiful. Thanks to Braille literate, right?
Oh yeah.
How thankful are you of Braille?
How good am I?
How thankful are you of Braille?
I'm very thankful because it gives me the ability to read despite not having sight.
Exactly, you can, because what Braille is, it's a special code. It's a system of, it's a form of written language. It's for the blind, and it's a system of dots that make up characters. It has 6 dots, like A is dots 1, B is dots 1, 2, C is dots 1, 4, and so on, you know?
Yes, it is.
Yeah. And
then you have combinations like grade 1, grade 2, and grade 0 Braille, which is, of course, that's pretty complicated for many people.
it is, yeah, but it's good. But Braille
But, yeah.
does take up so much space, you know? Like the Bible, I believe, is 18 volumes. Whoa.
Dang.
Have you seen the Bible in Braille?
Yes, I have.
It's huge.
Yep.
Yeah.
But I get my Bible on my phone.
Me too. Yeah, and that's why and of course we're gonna play another song called "Accessible Technology" in a bit. But let's talk about more of the NFB. So, I attended the state convention, NFB of Texas State Convention in Austin this weekend, and what a great convention it was. There were many topics and exhibitors, like CCTV companies were there, technology companies were there, and also my favorite part was the banquet address where our national representative Scott LaBarre of Colorado, he gave a banquet speech and basically talked about how we can achieve at the highest level and not allow discrimination to prevail, especially in the workplace. One case he worked on was basically there was a lady who worked in some sort of cafeteria, and the HR department terminated her because they were afraid of her safety, basically that she would cut herself with a knife. And she didn't believe that was right because, you know, blind people can use those tools effectively with, you know, proper training and skills. And so basically, the NFB took that case to court. They sued the restaurant, and guess what? That lady won.
Well, good.
Yeah, you see, that's why the unemployment rate is at an all-time low. But unfortunately for the disabled, we're constantly having to prove ourselves, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Also, another funny thing he talked about was, a lot of people, blindness has a huge stigma. People think that blind people are incapable, which we're not. And 10 years ago, Representative LaBarre, he was at the airport in a layover, connecting a flight from San Francisco to somewhere in Washington. And basically the airport guy treated him as if he was a suitcase. He tried to put him in a wheelchair to take him down the jetway, and he kept telling the airport guy, "No, I'm on my own. I can do it." And basically the airport guy told him to slow down, "You're going too fast." And he says, "I'm not." And once he got on that plane, he was in the air. He was just so excited to be like thousands of feet away from that airport guy, you know?
Well, good. That's really good.
Yeah, it is really good. But I hope everyone's enjoying the show.
Absolutely. And I'm actually listening to the show simultaneously
You are?
while we are live. That's really good.
Oh, so let's get back to music. We're going to play Accessible Technology by James Brown and the Cane Tips.
Mark, we are good to go. Proceed when you are ready. I repeat, proceed when you are ready.
That hand still extended out the window. He gives a big wave now to the cameramen that are down there. He is rolling. Mark Riccobono of the National Federation of the Blind is rolling.
You got some mail, you gotta read. KNFB readers all you need. No need for blues, we got your news. Newsline is a tool that you can use. If you need a little cash, the ATM can talk back. Accessible technology. Accessible technology. Accessible technology. Anything is possible and everything's accessible. Accessible technology. You wanna learn? Go take a class. Don't matter if it's English or it's math. Technology just needs to be accessible so that we can achieve. Teach Acts, got it all, gonna bring it into law. Accessible technology. Accessible technology. Accessible technology. Anything is possible and everything's accessible. Accessible technology. Hey, hey, hey. Technology. One, two, three. I was on NFB.org yesterday. They said they would send me a brand new free white cane. It came in the mail and I opened up the package, put it in my hand and I started to tap it, tap that free white cane. Tap that on the classroom floor, tap that when you're walking out the door. Tap that when you're looking for some more. You gotta tap that. You gotta tap that. Free white cane. Tap that when you're getting on a plane. Tap that in the pouring rain. Tap that, no there ain't no shame. You gotta tap that. You gotta tap that. Free white cane. Free white cane. Free white cane. Yeah, you gotta tap that.
So if you can, maybe sometime.
Don't be afraid to tap that free white cane always, because the cane the long cane is a symbol of freedom, and most people find it a nuisance. Did you ever find the cane embarrassing when you first started using it?
Not really.
I did. Honestly, growing up, I did not like to use a cane because I wanted to be like all the other people. But as I started to use it, I felt proud, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How come you found it embarrassing?
I don't know. When did you first start using a cane?
And when did you first start using it? You as a baby, about 3, 4?
I'd say about 9. When did you start
That
using
old?
it? Yeah.
I was probably 6, 7, 8.
6? You had a small one, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. And
it didn't roll as mine does.
It didn't roll? Wow.
No, it didn't have wheels on it.
Who gave it to you?
Like Region 7, it's I guess it's some kind of it's like a organization in Kilgore or something, and they help blind students in school.
Yeah. So tell us about training centers you know of that can train blind people in independent living skills and whatnot.
Well, in Texas, we have what's called the Chris Cole Rehabilitation Center in Austin.
That's right.
It used to be where you were under one program and you had to complete 6 to 9 months of intense training. But now they have 3 programs. They have a confidence building training program, proficiency training, and career guidance.
And elaborate on more in detail on what those programs are.
Well, the confidence building is a 7-week non-visual program where you're blindfolded and you do a variety of things, including orientation and mobility and cooking, things of that sort. Proficiency training is kind of like that, except it's not a 7-week program. It's for the entirety of your stay, 6 or anywhere from 3 to 6 months, and you're not blindfolded. And
it's
then
more individualized.
Right, and the career focused training program is all about finding work, helping you with resumes. Now, even in the proficiency program, you have that too. You have what's called career guidance.
Yeah, you do.
And you have technology training. You have daily living skills, all that stuff.
Yeah.
And then there's another program. There's another facility. It is in Ruston, Louisiana. The Louisiana Center.
That's what I was going to go to next. There are 3. Well, let's talk about NFB training centers. I've never been to one. Honestly, I kind of wish I would have gone to one because I've heard they're very different than Chris Cole. I mean, it is a little bit more intense. Like the curriculum's the same, but it's more intense, and the teaching is kind of different. They use a method called structured discovery, and basically structured discovery is what I've heard is they make you more aware of your other alternative senses and use your senses more to discover things structurally, as it implies. And you you have to complete more rigorous projects to graduate from those centers. There are 3 NFB training centers that operate under the National Federation for the Blind. There's the Louisiana Center for the Blind, which you've mentioned, in Ruston, Louisiana. It's more in a little rural town. There's also the Colorado Center for the Blind. That's right outside of Denver in Littleton, Colorado. It's next to Denver. And there is Blindness Learning New Dimensions, Blind Incorporated in Minneapolis, Minnesota. And those are NFB training centers, and that's what they do. They basically ingrain the NFB philosophy while you're at that center. And,
Okay.
I mean, I've honestly, sometimes thought what it would be like going, but overall, I don't need it. I'm confident enough.
Right.
There was one point where I did lose a lot of confidence, especially mobility training. My confidence went down when I was living in another area in Houston that was not very pedestrian friendly. My confidence honestly went down, but now that I'm in a new area, it's all back up again, and it's better. So, what do you think of those centers?
I think it's really good. The Louisiana Center for the Blind, you have to cook your own meals.
You do,
And you also have to, you have to cook for everyone at the very end, I think.
Yes, they make you, at all the centers, at all the NFB centers, LCB, that Colorado Center, and Blinding, yes. You live in apartments, you cook your own food, and you have to complete projects like that. Cook a meal like anywhere from 40 to 60 people at the end of your program. I mean, they do that, just so you have great confidence,
Now, I'm assuming you can cook whatever you want. Let's say you want to make...
Oh, yeah, you can choose it.
Red beans and rice. You could make fajitas for everybody. You can cook something in the oven. Yeah. It doesn't matter how you cook it, right?
Yeah. Well, let's get back to another song. We're going to play, actually, it's called Go to the Center by Richie Flores. He's a good friend who I know. This is Go to the Center on the NFB show, Radio.
Went to Louisiana Center to train. Blind skills, baby, is what I gain. NFB philosophy is what I believe. 6 months late, now what you're seeing is me ringing my freedom bell. I wanted to travel, I wanted to cook, I wanted to read well, be prepared to go ahead and take care of myself. 6 months, man, got my LCB freedom bell. Go to the center, go to the center, go to the center, go to the center, go. Get your freedom bell. Take care of myself. 6 months, got my NFB freedom bell. Go to the center, go to the center, go to the center, go to the center, go. Get your NFB freedom bell.
Yeah, get that NFB freedom bell right there. If you want to go to a center, just let your vocational rehab counselor know. Now, if you want to go, to the NFB centers, the process is a little longer because, of course, it's out of state. But by all means, it is possible. You just have to justify why you want to go, what your dislikes about the local center here, and of course, There's plenty of people in the NFB of Texas who can, or whatever state you're in, there's plenty of people in the NFB who will back you up, and they will help you get to one of those centers. But let's wrap it up.
Question.
So, well, yeah, go ahead.
Let's say your counselor does not, for some reason, for whatever reason, will not let you go to an out-of-state
They have
convention.
An out-of-state center. They have to. The law states you have the right to choose your training.
I did not know that.
It can be hard, but it is possible. They will.
Okay.
They will help you. They will work with you, and they'll make sure that you get approved to go.
Because we already have Chris Cole in Austin.
We do, yeah, and there's been some rumors they're going to change up Chris Cole and make it even better.
Now I'm assuming they're probably still going to stick with proficiency training and stuff.
Yeah.
But they're probably going to make it more efficient, probably.
Probably.
Well, good.
Yeah, well, let's wrap it up. I think, in conclusion, the NFB is just a wonderful, dynamic organization. It
Yes, it
raises
is.
the expectations of blind people and to allow you to achieve what is impossible to be possible. What can you say about that?
Yeah, look at what happened with Ray Charles. They didn't have a whole bunch of programs back then like they do now, and he went everywhere.
He sure did, yeah.
It's amazing.
Yeah.
There's other organizations out there too, the American Council of the Blind as well.
Yeah, there's other ones. ACB, it's a little bit more relaxed. Their philosophy's more individualized. But they're both really good.
And the American Foundation of the Blind, or American Federation of the Blind, which is a directory of all blindness organizations, including Chris Cole. Chris Cole's on there too.
It is, yeah.
Pretty amazing.
So how do you want to conclude this, mister?
Well, I hope everyone found this show very informative. For those who aren't blind, I hope it's very informative. And for those who are, just keep up the faith and don't lose hope, because in the end you can do anything.
You sure can. You can live the life you want. Blindness does not hold you back. Well,
that's right.
Let's close with a final song here with James Brown. It's Glory Federation to celebrate the NFB. Hope everyone enjoyed the show tonight. Good night, Bright Eye Radio.
Good night.
Blind eyes have seen the vision of the Federation way. Our white cane legislation brought the dawn of a new day. The right of the blind to organize is truly here to stay. Our cause goes marching on. Glory, glory, Federation. Glory, glory, Federation.
Oh, I love that song.